What's up you guys, Fezo here. Welcome to episode 2 of making YouTube banners with me. In this episode 2 I'm gonna teach you how to make really awesome 2D YouTube banner. Let me show you the example. I'm gonna show you the thumbnail of the tutorial. So here it is really nice 2D text. I made it only in Photoshop. I'm not going to use demo 4D in this tutorial because it's 2D. I can make it on Photoshop. So let me show the second example of the tutorial. It's my own YouTube banner. It's the same thing. So if you don't watch the episode 1, please go to my channel and find the episode 1 if you want to create the really nice 3D text with using this demo for them Photoshop. So let's get started. First, open your Photoshop and make sure you downloaded my graphic pack, which is I put the link in description. You can download it. So first open this graphic pack, then open your template, YouTube banner template. I'm gonna use my own template right there. So here it is, my final result. So anyway, let's get started. First, I'm gonna start with writing the text. Select your text tool and write your text. I'm gonna write your text. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and select all the text, and I'm gonna choose this font. You can find it from thefont.com, or I will try to add the link in description so you can download it. And I'm gonna decrease this about 20. If you don't have this character, go to Windows and select the character right there, and select your text and change this one. Set the tracking for the selected characters, this one, make it 20. So select your move tool, press Ctrl T and make it a little bit bigger like that, and press enter. So press Ctrl A on your keyboard, select your move tool and click this button right there. It's move the text to the center, and press Ctrl T. I'm gonna move the text a little bit up using my arrow key. So I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Now open your text layer style by double clicking on the layer. Go to gradient overlay, open the gradient and change the first color. I'm gonna use dark orange. Second color is light orange. Like that. So you can choose your own color, like a blue, pink, but I'm using the orange color in this tutorial. Oops. Okay, click OK. I'm gonna make it a little bit light. Okay, then check the drop shadow and leave the settings, don't touch anything. Then check the outer glow, change the blend mode from screen to normal, change the color black, and change the size from 5 pixel to 20 pixel. Then here we go, select, click OK. Then I'm gonna add the color correction. Go to my graphic pack, and by the way, this is the last one. It's smokes, it's not shadows. I forgot to change the name, but I'm not going to re-upload it because it takes so long. You can change the name by double click on the text and change it from shadows to smokes. It's really simple. Anyway, go over the color correction, and I'm gonna use gold color correction in this tutorial. Just select your move tool and drag it into your template and check this gold. So I'm gonna make my text a little bit down like that, and I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller like this one. So another thing is duplicating your text. So select your move tool, select your text, press Ctrl J on your keyboard, and select your second text and move it right from the first text using the right arrow key from your keyboard. So select your second text and move it a little bit right from the first text like that. So Ctrl J again on your second text and go over the third text and make the third text little bit left from the first text using the left arrow key from your keyboard. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Please watch the video HD so you can see what I'm doing. So select your third text and move it a little bit left from your first text like that. So select your third text, duplicate it again with Ctrl J, select your fourth text and make it a little bit up from the first text using the up arrow key. Like that. Ctrl J again, select the fifth text and move it under the first text using the under arrow key. So here we go. This looks really awesome. Then select all the text, expect the first text, go to opacity and write 80%. Then select all of the text, right click and select convert to smart object. Then I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, and as a thing adding the effects. So I'm gonna start with the stocks one, go over the stocks and select, let me see, okay, select the stock 6 from my texture pack and select your move tool, drag it into your template and make sure your stock 6 is under the color correction top of your text layer. Zoom out a little bit, select your move tool and I'm gonna put right there, left hand side, Ctrl J, duplicate it and move the second one to the center, duplicate it again and move it the third one to the right hand side like that. Select all of the stock 6, right click, select merge layers, go to blending mode and select screen. So go over the stock 6, change the opacity about 66, so it gives you a nice effect. So as the things, as you can see here, I'm added the texture on your text. So select your text, go to file, go to place and place your texture, your favorite texture. It will be grunge or metal texture. You can use my texture, so I will put the link in the description so you can download it. Where's my textures? Okay, right there. Let me see. Okay, here it is, grunge wall texture. Select this and click place. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Then right click on it, select rotate 90 degree, this one, and I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger than my text. Okay, click this arrow key. Then press and hold Alt K on your keyboard. Press and hold, and move your cursor between the grunge wall and your text. As you can see, this icon is appear. Just click on it and go over the grunge wall texture. Go to blending mode and select overlay. Then go to opacity and change the opacity about 60%. So it will give you a nice effect. So as you can see here, it is my final text is more darker. So I'm gonna change this one. So make a new layer. Make a new layer uh, right there. Upper the grunge wall under the stock 6 and press and hold Alt K again and go between the layer 1 and grunge wall texture and click this icon. Go to blending mode, select overlay, change the opacity 50% and select your brush tool. Change the opacity 50%. Select the size 300 pixel and make sure your foreground color, I mean brush color, is dark gray. I mean dark orange, sorry. Click OK. Just brush your text like that. Just brush the area which is too light. I'm gonna decrease the opacity about 20% and I'm gonna select the 400 pixel brush and I'm gonna brush all of the text 2 times. Like that. It's look the same. This one. So next thing is adding the comments and bubbles and other effects. So let me add the first bubble effect. So go over the graphic pack and select the bubbles. It will be in the effects. So let me find it. Here it is, effect 13. Select your move tool and drag it into your into your template, zoom out a little bit and move it under the gold color correction and change the blend mode screen, and I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. So move it right there, left hand side, duplicate it with pressing Ctrl J on it, move it right a little bit, Ctrl J again, move it right, Ctrl J again, and move it to right hand side like that. So select all of the effect 13, I mean bubbles, sorry. So right click on it, select merge layers, then go to blending mode and select screen. Then go to opacity and change it from 100% to the 50%. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So another thing is adding the comments. It will be in the space group. go over the space in my graphic pack, select the comment, it's space 6, select your move tool, drag it into your template, and make sure it's under the color correction, and put your comments whatever you want. I'm gonna put right there, duplicate it and put it right there, then Ctrl T on your second space 6, space 6 copy, and I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller than the first one. I'm gonna drag it right there, then duplicate it again and put it right there. Then I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger, like that. Then select all of the space 6, right click, merge layers, go over the blend mode, select screen, and change the opacity about 60. So 60 is good. Just play the opacity. If you want 50, just put it 50. If you want 60, just put it 60. I'm gonna make it 56. So it's look awesome. So as the things adding this space effect, and the space effect, it will be in my graphic pack. Just select this one, space 8, select your move tool and bring it into your template. Make sure it is under the gold, under the space 6, then move it whatever you want. I recommend you put it under the text and upper the text, because if you bring it right on the text, it's not looks really nice. So move it under the text, duplicate it, move it right there. You can rotate it different position, duplicate it again with Ctrl J, drag it over the text. Don't put it on the text, just right there. Ctrl J again, move it right there. If you want, rotate it. I'm gonna put right there. Duplicate it again. Just keep duplicating and put it the different positions and different. I'm gonna put right there. And change the position like this. So if you're done, select your all of this space 8 and merge it. Go to blending mode, select screen, and go to opacity and make it 80. So it looks really nice. I'm gonna move it a little bit. Sorry, I'm select this space 6 and select all of the space 8, merge it, make it screen, change the opacity 80. So it looks really nice. So another thing is adding the particles. Like the particles, it will be right there in my graphic pack. Select the particle 2, select your move tool and drag it into your template. Zoom out a little bit and make sure the particle is top of the layers under the color correction. Move it right there. Left hand side, press Ctrl J, move it to the center. Ctrl J again, move it to the right hand side. Select all of the particles, right click, merge layers, blend mode screen, opacity 8. So it's really simple to do. Just watch my video in HD. So, and the thing is adding the sparks. This is the personal choice, but sparks it looks really nice. You can find it in my graphic pack. Just go over the sparks group and select spark second. Drag it in the template. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Drag the sparks right there. Put it whatever you want. I'm gonna put it top of the text, on the text. You can rotate it. Just keep duplicating and move it around the text. It's really simple to do. And merge it all the sparks. Change the blend mode screen. So don't touch opacity. So it looks awesome. So let me look at this one. We had the bubble, space 8, space 6, particles, sparks, and the last one is adding your second text. This is the personal choice. So go over the color correction, select your text tone, and write your text. I'm gonna write your second text. Select it all and select the white color and select the alien leech font. You can find it from dafont.com, or I'm gonna put the link in description. So I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, and I'm gonna decrease the height a little bit. Just drag this way. Press enter and select your text tool again. Shortcut is T. Select all of the text, go over the characters and make this one 500. Select your move tool, press Ctrl A, click this button. Don't forget select this move tool, Ctrl A, select your second text and click this button. It moves the second text to the center, and if you don't, press Ctrl D. Then press Ctrl T, and I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, like this one. Okay. Then open the second text layer style, click Gradient Overlay, click Reverse, and change the opacity about 25. Or I'm gonna select 30. Click OK. I forget to adding the drop shadow. This is a personal choice. You can't, if you want, you can add the drop shadow, but it looks real nice. I recommend you add the drop shadow and change the distance from 5 to 3 pixels. Then click OK. Then select your second text and change the opacity about 60. So here we go. We have a really nice 2D YouTube banner. So it's really simple to do. So you can do your own 2D text and your own 2D YouTube banner. So that's all, guys. This is the episode 2 of making YouTube banners with me, and I'm gonna record episode 3 or episode 4 soon. So thanks you guys for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Bye bye, guys.